On this YouTube channel, I share reflections shaped by how I perceive the world, the universe, and consciousness. Each video explores the subtle threads that connect reality, awareness, and human existence, inviting contemplation on how these dimensions shape our lives and give them meaning. These reflections are not presented as absolute truths, but as open invitations to pause, to question, and to explore who we are, why we are here, and how our inner world reflects the vastness around us. At times, I also share personal experiences that I have lived and continue to reflect upon. Before describing my first experience, one some might label paranormal, I feel it is important to offer context about who I am and how I think, so these accounts are not misunderstood as imagined, exaggerated, or emotionally driven. I was educated entirely in the United States, from elementary school through high school, and later attended a respected, prestigious university. I earned a degree in psychology, followed by a master's degree in education. This academic background trained me to think critically, value evidence, and approach human experience through scientific and logical frameworks. Alongside this, I am well read in religion, spirituality, philosophy, history, and esoteric studies. From an early age, I have approached life with a rational and analytical mindset. I am not inclined toward fantasy, superstition, or extraordinary claims. When confronted with reports of paranormal events, my first response is to seek logical explanations, often through psychology, neuroscience, or environmental factors such as perception, memory, or other natural causes. Throughout my life, I have tried to understand unusual experiences through scientific reasoning. When clear explanations exist, I accept them. When they do not, I resist assigning supernatural meanings. I do not automatically interpret these events as ghosts, divine interventions, or malevolent forces. I refer to them simply as experiences, things that occurred but are not yet fully understood. Even now, the experiences I will describe remain difficult for me to fully explain, or even fully believe myself. I share them not to persuade anyone of a paranormal reality, but to present what I experienced as honestly and carefully as possible. You are free to draw your own conclusions. It is also worth noting that these reflections come from a lifetime of experience. I am not recounting recent or fleeting events, but speaking as an older man whose understanding has been shaped by decades of life, education, and reflection. These accounts are offered thoughtfully, not as claims, but as lived experiences. Finally, I invite you to ask questions, share your thoughts, offer insights, or tell your own stories related to these experiences.